What's good? What's good? Welcome back. Yes, alright. So, I've been gone for a couple days. I mean, you know, nothing new, right? Yeah. Anyway, I had some trouble with Elgato. In case you didn't know that, in case you didn't see the stream last time, the title was literally "Fuck Elgato." So, you know, issues, right? Now, good news, alright? And there's no bad news, so that's always great, right? I like that, at least, right? Like, oh, good news, bad news. But like, no, only good news? Hey, let's go, right? Anyway, good news is, I fixed it, right? And the better news is, I know how I fixed it, right? Because previously, it worked, but I didn't know why, right? And it was a bit, I don't know, the quality was a bit off, right? But other than that, it worked, right? Then I did some weird setting changes, and then it didn't work anymore, right? Let's see what else. Yeah. Anyway, that's what happened, right? That was like what, Sunday? Yeah. Last Sunday. Now, today, right? Today it is all about fuck, no, it's not out. What am I saying? I mean, how I fixed it, right? That's what people want to know. Alright, so listen up. If you've ever had like Elgato issues, right? Any Elgato issues at all, right? This is how I fixed it. Okay? Listen up, alright? This is important, alright? Really important. Alright, cool. Boom. Alright, so you have the Elgato right here, right? There's just the 4K capture utility that you have to download to make changes to your Elgato settings. Why? I don't know. You just have to, alright? That's the only way, right? Anyway, so you have settings. I don't believe, as long as I don't yeah, I think general and like device is fine as long as I don't go anywhere crazy. I'm not gonna expose myself on anything. Alright, so general. As you can see, I have enabled Stream Link beta. I don't know if that's helpful, but in my experience, it only worked when this shit was turned on. So, turn that shit on, alright? Enable Stream Link. Even though it's beta, alright, it works, right? And if it works, it works. That's all you gotta know, alright? It's irrelevant. You can do whatever you want. I mean, I like to support creators, you know, and like software and to make them better. And if they need my data for that to make it better, hell yes, absolutely. All for improvement. Anyway, so now device. Alright, device is your device that you have. Firmware, not really important. Video input is 1080p, 60 FPS, which comes from this, right? Otherwise, it's gonna see whatever the phone or other device is that's outputting the source, right? Now, audio is not really important. I feel like HDMI audio or analog audio, it's the same, but I'd rather not change any settings in case shit happens again and just fucks up. Alright, so we're keeping that. And this is the most crucial part in fixing, right? You have this input EDID mode. Now, I'm not essentially sure how or what it like actually is or like what it means, right? But essentially, this is like a signal for how the Elgato is gonna pass through the data, right? So as you can see, you got like internal, display, merged. Now, I'm no tech genius, but these terms seem pretty logical to me. If I'm wrong, alright, I can be wrong. I have no clue if this is actually correct or not. So don't take me, don't take my advice with a grain of salt, or not my advice. Take this with a grain of salt. Internal is probably from so that when your device like connects towards your Elgato device, right? That's the signal it will output, right? So the device chooses the output, right? So my phone is 1080p, 120 hertz, right? So internally it goes to like 1080p, 120 for mobile, right? If you do display, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get like what the display can show. So I have a 180p, not 180, fuck, 1080p, oh, it happens, 1080p screen, right? With 144 hertz. So I assume if you do display, it's gonna display 144 hertz. But you shouldn't go over FPS that the device doesn't give, right? Because then you get like choppy footage, right? And then there is merged, and I feel like that's a whole nother shit show. I think this is broken, all right? I tried this, it did not work, all right? It did not work. It just simply, it didn't even turn on, right? It said instantly no connection. Just, so don't even bother with merged, all right? Don't bother with merged, don't bother with display, always internal. In my, not agreement, what the hell? In my experience, internal is the only setting that actually works, alright? Then, the EDID internal, which is, well, it's the same thing, but you can kinda, sort of, customize it if you want to, but I wouldn't touch it, alright? I wouldn't touch it. Let Elgato pick this out of itself, alright? You put it in internal. And then Elgato was like, alright, 1080p, 120 for mobile. Boom. Right? You don't have to, I didn't put that in. Alright, that was default. Now, here's the tricky part. You're like, oh, you did everything I just said, right? And it's still not working. Well, guess what? This is where the stupid part of Elgato comes in, alright? You have to disconnect, reconnect, maybe reboot your whole system, and just keep on doing that until it works. I know it sounds dumb and repetitive, and it is, but that's how it works. Like, for some reason, this Elgato software needs like time to configure something. So whenever you shut down your device after you input all these like data and options, right? Shut down your device, you unplug it, all of it, every single bit, I don't care, alright? You can even unplug your PC port, you don't have to, I didn't do that, and so you don't have to unplug it out of your PC. But you do have to unplug, like, in case I have HDMI here and the power cable, right? That's all I got, that's all I need for phone footage, whatever, right? So you gotta unplug that, alright? Don't plug it in until your system is running, right? Then open the 4K capture utility. Then plug in only the power cord, alright? Give that like 20-30 seconds, alright? I know the light turned off. I know, alright? I was like, oh well, light turned off, I can plug in my shit, done. No, absolutely not. Like, this thing is like an old grandma, alright? It takes time. It takes time for this thing to understand what the fuck is happening, alright? So you give it some time, alright? Plug in the power, wait a solid half a minute, maybe even a minute. Be sure, you can even be sure and just wait 2 minutes, right? Then plug in your USB or HDMI, but don't plug it into the device already. So my phone is plugged in now, right? Make sure it's like this. Alright, when you do that, that's your second step. Then again, Elgato is an old grandma, you gotta wait. Alright, you gotta wait patiently, alright? Just half a minute, a minute, something like that. Not too much, not too much time, just a couple, a minute, half a minute. Just to make it like, I don't know, do something, I don't know. It works, alright? It works. I'm not here to discuss why and explain why. I'm only here to to tell you if it works or not, alright? And so, if you did all that and it's still not working, repeat the process, alright? I've troubleshooted this Elgato whole string at least 6 or 7 times until it worked, alright? I even slept the whole day, alright? I made sure the whole night the Elgato was just on my desk, unplugged about in anything whatsoever, and then I plugged it in this morning and boom, it worked. First try, alright? So yeah, I don't know what is with Elgato software and the Elgato system that somehow the configurations take 6 years before they actually understand what the fuck they're gonna do. Like they give you these options. You tell them like, yo, I want this out of the device and this out of the capture card. But for some reason, it takes like 3 business days before they understand it, alright? So make sure to like have patience, alright? I've seen some posts on like Reddit and stuff like, oh, I bought my Elgato yesterday and it doesn't work. I think I'm just gonna bring it back, right? And refund it. I mean, yeah, you can do that, right? But this is dumb. This is the dumb part about Elgato, right? Elgato is simply... I've seen no one on like forums or YouTube videos or Reddit posts or whatever say this, alright? Like, bro, Elgato sucks. It's a weird system. It needs time to understand its orders before it works and, you know, delivers what you are asking from it. And you just have to troubleshoot it like so many times. Like, it's like beating a dead horse at that point, right? You have to just keep on troubleshooting the same thing because that works. Like I said, I troubleshoot this thing like 7-8 times yesterday. It didn't work once. I unplugged everything. I left on my desk the whole night, right? And I woke up, first try, boom, it works. Alright, so if this doesn't help you, I'm so fucking sorry, alright? I wish I could help you because, I mean, honestly, this sucks, alright? Because I can't even do anything, right? I can't make any content because of that shit, right? Or like stream or whatever, right? But now I can't anymore, again, right? So I hope this helped, alright? I really hope it helped. If it didn't, I think it's just broken, man. I think it's just broken. Like, is it old? Is it new? If it's really new, just refund it and buy a new one, or like replace it or something. Like, say it's broken or whatnot. If it's really old, I mean, you could have like dropped it a bit too hard or like something and just fucked up. Like, it's electronic, bro. Electronics break. Electronics just suck sometimes, right? So yeah. Anyway, yeah, this is my solution for the Elgato problem that many people on forums have had a lot of problems with. And I hope I explained it thoroughly enough. Make sure that people actually, you know, able to practice these, I don't know, instructions, I guess, I don't know. Right? So, I hope everyone, you know, helped. Alright, I hope this helped. I really, really hope this helped because I understand the frustration. Alright, I was like 3 days long with no Elgato functionally working, and that sucks so much. Alright.